Let's knit a beanie, because this will be a present for my dad. As you can see, this is a beanie, and this is not really a tutorial, so for now, I'm gonna put it in that first tension in this little tension bar. Knit Freaks got canceled. Now, some of you might know that I had started a show called Knit Freaks in December. I call it a show, it wasn't really a show because I was the only one producing and making it. Basically, it was called Knit Freaks. But due to a loss of footage, not getting a bunch of stuff filmed, a lot of things fell through the cracks, and then Knit Freaks got canceled. So here is what was recorded and edited of episode 2 of Knit Freaks, because though not all the episodes were filmed and some of them are only partially filmed, we still have them. Some of them are ready, and if you want to see more, please comment down below or leave a like. That way we can know that you might want to see the show start up again, like I'm trying to make Crochet Freaks a thing again. But just enjoy. Let's knit a beanie. Hello everyone, it is your girl Faith Untold, and welcome back to the second installment of the Knit Freak Show. Welcome to Knit Freaks. As you can see, this is a beanie that I actually knitted in, well, I didn't knit it, but I showed it off the day I knitted it in last week's video. But today we're making a second one for my dad in this awesome green color. This table is way too short for me. But so far we are doing it on my absolutely new Sentro machine. This will be the third project that I have actually knitted on it, so it's going to be awesome. I'm still pretty new at this, but we're going to try it anyway. Hey everyone! Welcome to the Knit Freak Show! Knitting! Yeah, let's knit a beanie. Ta-da! Welcome everybody in the world back to Knit Freaks! So we're just going to start knitting and see what happens. First, make sure you've got loose round of yarn. So far I'm not sure what I'm using. I know it is a small enough ply for the machine because I've tried it. I think this ply is like medium. I'm only going to be using one skein today because that is all I have in this color, so. And it is actually a good color because this will be a present for my dad, early present, or late, I don't know, late Christmas present? Maybe. But I'm basically, this is actually the color of his logo for his YouTube channel. And be sure to go see him on that channel because it is a pretty cool channel, if I was to say so myself. But this would be so fun. Make sure to have your row counter completely reset at 0. And for your setting to be in tubular. If you don't know how to use the Sentro knitting machine, please go watch one of the tutorials I have linked down below. Trust me, I am nowhere near a pro at this, and this is not really a tutorial, so we'll see. Right now, I am turning until I get to this little white peg. That is my 48 peg, and it is the beginning of where my rows are going to be. So I'm just going to have this little thingamajig, the yarn holder, like right between it and the first peg, so. So I have just cast it on, and I just cast it on the entire row, Trust me, I am not an expert, and like I said, this is not really a tutorial. Y'all are just around for the fun. But I completely cast it on, and I've stopped right here in the middle between this white peg and this pink peg, I guess, which is right before this, like, the peg I started on, the peg I followed. And now I'm just going to put my yarn into that first thing. For now, I'm going to put it in that first tension in this little tension bar. And I've reset my row counter. And like I said, I'm doing this in tubular, so we're seeing how this goes. This will be my second attempt at the beanie. I think this one went pretty well. This one was a little iffy because I tried it with the waist yarn and I was following a tutorial, and that did not go well because they weren't following the waist yarn. And I'm still very new at this, so we're just hoping for the best. For these first few rows, you just want to take it nice and slow and make sure your yarn is pretty loose. Even though it's being held in that tension, it's very important to keep that yarn in that tension weight, because otherwise, and I learned this the hard way yesterday when I was trying to make a different multicolored tote bag, which I'm thinking of making a video on how to make that if I ever finish it and it turns out well. But always keep this, otherwise you'll end up with very loose thread, and there's not really another way to fix it that I found out other than sewing over it. So take it very slow and make sure to keep that tension weight in your yarn. It's very, very important. Okay, so I have changed my tension weight into the medium one, and I'm on row 2 now, and I found that just a little bit, it's making it a little bit easier, because the tightest tension weight, which is what I had been using because I wanted it to be pretty small, but I changed it just because, I don't know, it wasn't working quite as well with this yarn as it might another. So it's always good you can always change the tension weight yarn, and it doesn't really make much of a difference unless, like, it's from the tiniest tension to, like, the biggest one, but that's untested. So, but if you're feeling that something's off, go back and check, figure something out, and if it makes a little clicking noise, because my thing was making that, but it's because I think it was just a little too tight. So you can loosen up, it's not a big problem, it's not a big deal. But the machines, they don't really handle well with big, thick yarn. Like, great example. This is very, very, very big plushy yarn. I didn't think it was that big, to be honest. And so I tried knitting something on it with this yarn. But after the first few rows, and I was having a lot of trouble, I was like, no, I'm going to break my machine. So I just cast it off, and yeah, like I said, it's always good to use very light yarn with this machine. And I mean, maybe your machine is different or something, but from my experience and from the advice of others, just don't try plush yarn if it's working hard at the beginning. You might break your machine. Just don't.
Why is a raven liking desk, they say?
Why do the wheels turn in life? What could it mean, and what does it sing?
Am I weird? Probably. I want to show you guys something. Yay! But you can't really see it. Hold on. Ta-da! Still can't see it. So everyone, I am still working. As you can see, I have stopped for the moment, but I think it's time to take a quick tea break. Right now, I am at 11 rows, and I think it's perfect time to have some tea.
Daddy, you
like your hair?
I do.
You do? What's
I
your
do.
favorite thing about it?
It keeps my head warm.
Anything else about it? Any
No.
passing thoughts or remarks?
No, I like the color and everything, so it messed my hair up though.
Thank y'all for watching Knit Freaks, and be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye! I really hope you enjoyed that partially done episode of Knit Freaks. That was supposed to be episode 2 in the series, and even though it's canceled, I hope you enjoy it, and maybe if you want to see, there are a lot more episodes that were partially filmed, and if you want to see those or even a little blooper reel, then I shall make it, as long as you leave a comment and like. But please subscribe, that way you can see more content like this, or just go watch some of my other videos and see if you really like watching them. And thanks for all y'all's support. Bye!